Hello, bookish friends, and welcome to my channel. So my name is Emily, and this is my channel, Books for Life. So I am going to do another video montage of the books that I am purchasing. This went really well last time, and it was nice to be able to just immediately add them to my shelves or immediately read them if I wanted to. So I thought that I got my new book of the month box, so I thought that I would start this video montage and book haul with my June book of the month. So it just came in the mail. Today is Friday, June 7th. So I picked A Nearly Normal Family by M.T. Edwardson as my book pick for the month, and then I got two add-ons. So this is a really interesting cover. So this is about a family, and they seem like a normal family, but there is a horrific murder, and they have to kind of like figure out how well do you actually know your own family and how well do you know your children. And so this is about an 18-year-old girl named Stella. She is accused of killing a man who is 15 years older than her, and her parents are like baffled by this accusation. They don't understand how she could possibly be, I'm not sure if she's on trial or if she's just been arrested yet. I'm not sure like where they are in this investigation, but you know, the parents are trying to like support her, but they really don't have any idea like how she's even connected to this man. So it sounds really interesting. It definitely sounds like a great like family psychological thriller, and hopefully it will be good. So then the other book I got is These Witches Don't Burn by Isabel Sterling, and so this takes place in Salem, Massachusetts. And Hannah is a real witch, but people cannot know that or she will lose her magic. And so she has to try to keep it a secret. She's an elemental, and so she has an ex-girlfriend who's also an elemental, so she's trying not to like really talk with her or whatever, I guess. So you have like a little bit of like teenage love drama, and all of a sudden, like bad things start happening in Salem, and they believe that there's a blood witch who is causing this, and they do not know what to do about it, how to handle it, I guess, things like that. And so Hannah is trying to figure it out, and meanwhile, a new girl named Morgan, who's a ballerina, comes to town. So there's like another like romance situation happening there. This actually takes place at the end of the school year, so maybe I will read it now. Maybe it'll have some great summer witchy vibes. And then finally, the last book that I got from Book of the Month is Storm and Fury by Jennifer L. Armentrout. And so this is a fantasy novel, and it is, I believe, YA. And so it is about this girl named Trinity, and she is going blind. Yes, she is going blind, but she can communicate with ghosts and spirits and demons, I think, too. I'm not sure if demons are in this group as well. So anyway, her gift is so powerful that she is kind of like isolated on a compound, and she is guarded by these wardens because demons are after her. If the demons can get to her, then they will eat her and get all of her power. So all of a sudden, wardens from another compound arrive and say that something is out there which is killing the wardens and the demons. And so her safe little community or compound, I guess, is now in jeopardy, and she has to try to save herself. Sounds great. It's a chunker of a book. Like, comparatively, it is a thick book. So I'm excited about that. I think it's like just over 500 pages. All three of these sound really good. I will hopefully get to them all soon. It's like every time I read one of my book box books, I get even more. I don't think I'll ever catch up, but I'm okay with that. So I am not sure when I will be back. I'm really trying hard not to buy books. We'll see how well that goes, because I have so many books and I want to get to some of these. So I'm really going to try hard. Other than like yard sales or like thrift books, not like the website, but like if I go to a thrift store and they have some good books, then I'll buy some. But I'm really going to try hard not to like go on Amazon or anything like that, just because already got me a lot of books that I need to read. So if you have read any of these books, or if you purchased them as well from Book of the Month, let me know. I would love to hear from you and see what your thoughts were on these. But I don't know when I'll be back, so I'm not sure when this will be posted, but I'll catch you next time. My first sip of wine on summer break. So today is Wednesday, June 26th, and I am officially on summer break. I do not have to report to work for 2 months. Woohoo! Although that means I'll still be doing work, and because I, like my job and I like learning new things and trying to do new things in my classroom, I bought a new teacher book. So I thought I would add that to my little book haul montage that I would share with you, but also kind of celebrate that I'm officially on summer break. So cheers! So the book that I bought is a new release. The NCTE, which is the National Council of Teachers of English, just released this, and this is Workshopping the Canon by Mary E. Stylinger, I think. So, don't mind the glare. So I heard about this book through Instagram. I saw a teacher friend post about it, and I just was like, ooh, I want to know more. So the idea behind this book is how we can still incorporate the canon text, those classical texts that we are all familiar with, that most of us read in high school. So you have your Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet, Macbeth, Julius Caesar, Hamlet, maybe The Tempest. You also have your classics. So Fahrenheit 451, To Kill a Mockingbird, Animal Farm, The Crucible, Lord of the Flies, all of those texts, those are considered the canon, in case you did not know. So this book focuses how we can still have the canon text in our classroom, but make it so it's relevant to students by including multimedia, by including young adult lit. I am a huge fan of young adult literature in the classroom, and it just really gets me down when other people say that young adult literature does not belong because it doesn't have the caliber of writing. No, young adult literature has such important, relevant themes to our teens. And if you're selecting the right texts, many of them are written beautifully. Maybe not the caliber that Antigone has, or, just give it a chance. So I'm really hoping to get some really great ideas and maybe incorporate some of these into my classroom this next coming year. This next year, I will be teaching 10th, 9th, and then AP, language and composition. I'm actually going to a training for that in July, which I'm really, really excited about. And so I am just so interested to see how they partner our classic canon texts with short stories, poetry, young adult literature, current nonfiction articles that are high interest and relevant, that still connect to our standards. So if you are a teacher, if you're an English teacher specifically, I would highly recommend you check this out. If you're a special education teacher, I would highly recommend you check this out, especially if you're in the high school or middle school setting, because even if you're co-teacher or however you work in your system, your English teacher that you're working with, if they're teaching Macbeth, you can still find ideas to make Macbeth relevant to your students within your resource room in order to provide additional scaffolding, whatever you gotta do to make your kids successful. I would highly recommend checking this book out. I've already read, I just got it today, maybe an hour ago, and I've already read the intro and part of the first chapter, so I'm thrilled. So I'll be back soon with another book haul for you. I've done really well this month. I've only gotten the books that I got in my last little clip from Book of the Month, and then that's all I've gotten so far. So I'll probably do my July Book of the Month and maybe call this quits. Not sure, but I will see you next time. Bye! Hello, I'm back! So today is Monday, July 15th, and while I was gone at a conference last week, which if my vlog has been posted, you should know all about. I'm not sure if this is being posted first or if that was being posted first, but regardless, I was at a conference all last week, and while I was gone, I had 2 packages show up. Actually, I had 3 packages show up. One is my July Book of the Month, something I ordered on Amazon, and my Second Star book box. So I'm going to open this in a second haul book box video, so I'm not sure again which one will be posted, but definitely make sure you check this out if you're interested to know what I got in this box. But I figured I would hop on today and show you what I got in the July Book of the Month. Ta-da! So as always, Book of the Month comes with a bookmark. It says, "Where were we?" and then Book of the Month on the other side. So the first book that I got was Gods of Jade and Shadow by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. Look at that cover. There's a lot happening. So this book, I think, has everything that I look for in a book. I don't know if it has romance, although that is something I look for too, but it is about a young woman who goes on an adventure, and there are fantastical elements, and it is historical fiction, and so I've heard really great things about it, and it immediately captured my attention with the options that we had for the month. So Gods of Jade and Shadow follows a main character, and she goes and into her like grandfather's room, I think, and she finds a wooden box, and she opens this wooden box kind of like Pandora, and she unleashes the Mayan god of death, and he sends her on a journey to Mexico, and I think there's like a bit of romance between her and the god of death. I'm not really sure, but it's her story. This takes place during the Jazz Age, so you have historical pieces with this story as well, and it just sounds really good. So the Mayan god of death wants her help in getting his throne back, and so they are going to go on a journey together. I'm not sure how much of like the hero's journey this is going to follow, but I think this sounds fantastic. It's not too long. It's just over 330 pages, so I think this is going to be a good one. So this next book that I got from Book of the Month is an extremely hyped book right now on BookTube, and I think for a good reason. So I knew when it was up there as an extra that I had to purchase it, and this is Wicked Fox. So this is about a girl who is half human and half, I don't know how to say it, G-U-M-I-H-O. And so her other like half, she's actually a nine-tailed fox, and she survives by eating the soul of men. Can we get on board with this? I mean, what an awesome plot. So she will like eat the soul of like bad men, so that's how she and her mother keep like a low profile. And so she ends up like, I think going in like the woods or something, and there's a man who is attacked by a goblin, and she ends up like revealing herself, which causes a lot of problems, and she ends up losing her like this bead, I think, and this bead actually like contains her like nine-tailed fox soul or whatever, and so she has only so long before she has to find it, or I think she dies. So it's like her journey. It says her life is in his hands, his heart is in hers, 100 days to choose who lives. I've heard excellent things about it. So, I mean, a girl who eats the soul of men, I think most of us can get on board with that plot. But this story is based off Korean folklore, and I think it's going to be excellent. Like I said, I've heard great things about it. It is extremely hyped. So this is the other book I got from Book of the Month. So then I purchased 2 books on Amazon, and the first one you will already know because I talked about it in my TBR for the Book Junkie Trials, and that is Stardust by Neil Gaiman. So this is the group read for the Book Junkie Trials. I was going to just go to the library and get it, but it was on Amazon, I think, for like $4.50 or whatever. So I figured, what the hell, I'll just buy it. So there is a movie this is based off, so I definitely think I'll watch the movie too. Let me know if it's any good. But this is about a boy named Tristan who is sent on a mission to find a fallen star, and I think he like ends up in a different world. I don't fully know. It's not very big, 250 pages, and it's not like a very tall book. So hopefully this will be a quick read. I have only read a few Neil Gaiman books, and I've enjoyed them, so I'm hoping that I will enjoy this one as well. But if you've read this, let me know your thoughts. No spoilers, let me know your thoughts. I will definitely get to this one in the month of July, because it is part of my TBR for the Book Junkie Trials, which, if you want, you can check out that video. I'll leave a link above. So this next book was a BookTube purchase. I can't remember whose channel it was, but I will leave a link in the description down below. But I was watching somebody's channel the other day, and they said that this book is the best, I think it was Sleeping Beauty retelling that she had ever read, and that was enough to sell me. I love retelling. So I was like, ooh, if this is the best one she's ever read, I want to read it, and then I will want to read more by this author. And this is Kingdom of Ash and Briars by Hannah West. And I love this cover. Like, this is gorgeous. So I don't know much other than it is, I believe, a Sleeping Beauty retelling. Maybe it was a different one, but I'm pretty sure she said Sleeping Beauty. It's been a couple weeks since I watched her video. She said it was absolutely amazing. And then there's another one I think that came out more recently, and I think it's like an anesthesia retelling. So if I like this one, you know I'm going to be reading everything by Hannah West. But I thought that I would pick this up on Amazon. I mean, the cover's gorgeous, and I just love retellings. So that is it for this video montage of the hauls. It is mid-July, so this took me about a month and a half. I have been doing really good about not buying a ton of books, just the occasional book here and there, and so I hope to keep that up. I do like this though, of doing these video montages, so this is how I'm going to continue filming my hauls. So if you liked this video, please give a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I will be back with more bookish videos soon. As always, keep reading!